Hey guys, good evening. Thank you for joining us for another Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Talks with Lori D, Station 100 in the Man Cave, where we keep it 100. We want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight with us as you've been doing week after week after week, and we appreciate that. We're here with our amazing co-host, Miss Flavor. Hey. And the king of the castle, Mr. K.I.
Yeah.
So, as we do every week, we talk about so many things, and we've started to come up with so many topics that we're kind of like spread out and booked out. And tonight we're going to talk about a little bit about, is it cheaper to keep her? That can go both ways. I've literally had a couple of people to DM me and inbox me. I had someone on the way coming here to the station, and he was saying, oh, that's what women do. I was like, really? I said I thought that the term was for men because it's cheaper to keep her. He was like, nah, ladies don't want to lose that, being comfortable and having it. I was like, this 2021. Women have their own money, and niggas are leeches too. But it's really about cheaper to keep her. We're talking about starting over. We're talking about making the decision to leave. Is it happiness or is it finances? I know some people that could care less. I've had a lot of people repost the flyer and talk about it. I had someone post it, is it cheaper to keep her or is it easier to keep the headache? So for me, I was like, wow. So I DM'd the person back and I was like, what do you mean? He was like, listen, I go broke. He was like, at my age, I go broke and start over. He was like, it's always a way to make $1 out of here. And then he put like a whole bunch of PPPPPs and put a laughing person afterwards. And he was like, I could always start over. And he was like, I literally showed your flyer to a couple of people around me at his job. And he said that one dude said pussy is power. Another nigga said he don't care about pussy long as she loyal. I was like, well, what if you can find a hardworking woman who got a whole good motor down there that you could, work on and do what you need to do? She loyal. She know how to keep her mouth closed when she needs to. She speak when she's spoken to. She's loyal and she's good to you. He was like, yeah, but sometimes, they could take you to the cleaners. So I'd rather do me, and I'll be happy because I got some other stuff going on, and I'll keep her and my money. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I said, why not? Let's start over, do the work. Be great about yourself. And second time might be a charm. And that's why we have our amazing guest here tonight. Thank you for coming. Yeah. We appreciate it. He was chosen because he's been successful with a career. He's our guest because he's successful as an entrepreneur. But he's also a two-strike offender.
Oh, wow.
He's been married and divorced, and he started all over. Some people think, so I was like making a joke. I said he's a professional start over. He left a career to be an entrepreneur. That's a start over. And he's been married twice. So is second time a charm, and is it cheaper to keep her? Sometimes you don't want the headache, and he's probably the second go round. He's happy, even if he had to start over, even if he had to cut some check, even if the account maybe went a little negative, even if he had to do a little child support. But are you happy this go round? Is it possible to start over, take a chance, and get that check right and that heart right and live and be great?
Man, first of all, I want to say that was a whole mouthful right there. For real. Great introduction. I appreciate that.
I'll be introducing my pastor, so I might know how to do,
I see. Definitely. Appreciate being even considered for something like this. Definitely have a whole lot to talk about. I already like the vibe, the fact that you guys already loosened me up with this good drink. Y'all already know how to do it. For sure.
So why don't you go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, and then we'll get into the topic.
Okay. My name is Don P. Everybody know me as Don P. Actually,
I kind of know you as Mr. Iguanas.
For sure. BB Sundays. Definitely we coming back. We're definitely coming back. Cheap plug in, but yes, sir, we are coming back working on that as we speak. Thank you on that. 1/3 part owner, part king of the Big Three Alliance. We've been doing events throughout the city for the last, honestly, 11 years. Shout out to my boys, Dukes and Chris. Appreciate everything that they do. And yes, big time, happily married. Shout out to my wife. I know she's listening right now. Definitely. Inshallah, I love you. Get well soon. She's feeling a little under the weather tonight.
Me and her both.
Yeah. For sure. So, appreciate it. Okay, the volume, my tone. Okay, I'm a little too laid back for you guys. Okay, cool. Yes. I can hype this thing up.
Yes.
Y'all already know I can definitely hype this up. And my story pretty much, just like you said, just an introduction. I am someone that's on my second marriage.
Okay.
Actually, even on my second career per se, because of literally recently just retired. So I was juggling 2 careers, law enforcement, and I was promoting per se. I had a marketing company, like I said, with the Big Three, and decided, you know what, strictly focus on me. So I love what you said about me just now. I am a professional start over. I have no problem with that. I have no problem walking away and starting all over. And this second go around, when I did take that chance, because to be quite honest with you, when I did get that divorce, for a long period of time, I was not going to get married again. I knew it. No matter what, I was going to be either a professional dater, per se.
A gigolo.
I don't know if I want to say that, but yeah. But you know, after a while, I was told by a good friend of mine one time, hey, listen, 34 and single is fun. 44 and single is not.
It could be dumb.
Yeah. So, you know, God blessed me. And eventually, like I said, you pray and you pray and you pray. And a lot of people, they're afraid to ask for something when they're praying. I literally asked the man above what I wanted. I laid it all out and said, hey, listen, this is what I want. I don't want to go through what I went through before. And he heard my prayers. It wasn't clouded. And with the grace of God now, been married almost 9 years. I'm not going to say.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm not going to say every day is, you know, a walk in the park, but I wouldn't trade her for the world.
Absolutely.
Girl, he landed on thick for you if you listening.
That's what's up,
landed
though.
on thick for you.
That's what's up, though.
Amen.
Now, I'm happy that you said something because the king of this castle of Talks with Lori D, we have our conversations, and he said that if one marriage didn't work, he wasn't doing it again. He wasn't loving again. And I said, what? We keep it real, raw, uncut, open. It is what it is. But we have that conversation because I've said that to him. I've literally cried that cry to God.
Right.
That I went as far as I don't ever want to love again. I said, God, could you please make my heart cold and take all the love out of it? I don't even want to love. If it's not these 3 amazing boys, children, kings that I have, if it's not my 3 boys, I don't want to love anything that has 2 balls and a baseball bat. So with, like you said, I doing the work, getting therapy from a therapist and also spiritual therapy, making the adjustments to myself. And I'm like, why would I deny a man? Because listen now, I done learned a couple of things about myself.
Right.
The best thing about an ending is how you can create an amazing beginning.
Absolutely.
There's always another beginning, man.
No. But a strong, solid Mr. K.I. And the thing of it is accountability. You can't be blessed in your new marriage. You can't be blessed in your new relationship if you don't take some accountability for the wrong that you played or any part that you played in it not being successful.
I agree.
So K.I. loves to say, and I believe, that when he was a boy, he did boy things. And the Bible says that when you become a man, you do manly things.
Let me holler at my dog. Hey, check this out. How you feel about this, right?
Talk to me.
I got my philosophy on things. You know what I'm saying? How I look at things is like, when we young, we full of testosterone.
Right.
And the testosterone causes us to act different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Causes us to think different. All we want to do is bone. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, when we get to 33, it lowers down and everything change. We think clear. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I was telling her, before, I used to do little boy shit. Now, I don't think the same way no more. I think like a grown man. And I take accountability for all my mistakes. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And I agree with her. You can't go into a new relationship with the same old bullshit. It just won't work. It just won't work.
Get the same result.
Just look at it like this. When you go into a new relationship, what is the only common denominator? You. That other person ain't going to be in that relationship.
You're right.
So what I've seen, and this is only from personal friends of mine, is that when they go through a bad breakup, one of the first things they trying to do is they trying to fix that other person. Man, that motherfucker ain't going to be in that relationship with you.
That person gone.
That's it. It is gone. It is done. Ain't no fixing that person no more. When it was time to fix, y'all was together. Y'all no longer together, so there's no more fixing that person. But it is somebody you can fix, though.
So is it cheaper to keep her?
I ain't gonna necessarily say that.
Was it
It's
cheaper
both.
for you to keep her?
Oh no, I got out that relationship.
Okay.
And I paid those child support for a little while, and then eventually I got my kids through the court system.
Hey.
But you wasn't afraid to cut the check and go on about your business.
I wasn't afraid of hell no.
You know what I could say is, and I'm gonna say this. My ex is a successful man. He makes almost $200,000 a year. So I'm sure his career, I'm sure his friends, and possibly some family members done told him, listen now, go ahead and keep loud mouth. It's cheaper to keep her. But do you know, with time, with therapy, with growth, I can literally say, he probably watching and gonna be like, oh, she see it my way. I'm proud of him. Because it takes a lot to be selfish.
That's growth.
Ow.
That's
Hey. The hurt behind the separation, the divorce, and letting go was a lot. But I can sit tonight and say that he don't give a damn about the money. I mean, that's the word for now. He ain't had to cut the check yet. But he literally say, I don't want your ass. You could get all this money. I just don't want your ass. And I didn't understand that. But now I understand because I want to be loved again. I want to love again. I want to marry again. I have learned my accountability. I've learned how to keep my damn mouth closed. Even though I talk a lot on Lori Talks with Lori D.
A lot of shit.
I've learned to keep my mouth closed. I've learned that you must respect your man. I've learned that he's the head for a reason. I've learned to follow. And if he needs me, he will speak and say he needs my help.
Right.
I am his helpmate. I am not his mama.
Right.
So
right.
I understand that now. So why would I deny?
Ouch.
Let me tell you something now.
Ouch.
If that money get right when it's time to cut it, I'm cute in the face. I can cook, I can clean, and I'm a good ride in the rodeo. So he gonna be a good man because I don't learn how to keep my damn mouth closed. This man gonna have him a prize.
So what happened with the situation? Was it cheaper to keep her? Man, fuck her, let her go.
Fuck her, let her go. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Fuck her and let her go. He wanted his freedom, and I didn't understand that, and people around me probably don't understand that. But today, by the grace of God and with therapy, I've learned sometimes you have to do what's best for you. You can't do what's best for the kids. You can't do what's best for the streets. And you might have to, what he said, cut some check, lose some dollars. Account may have to go negative. But if you get you a strong, loyal woman but by your side, you gonna come back up on them dollars,
All
baby.
this shit sound good. This shit sound good, right?
It's great.
Hold on. What happened? Did you clean them out or what? I mean, we talking about, is it cheaper to keep her? What did you do? Are you asking for some money? What's going on here?
I mean, I think I should get what's owed to me.
No,
my
I
due
think
diligence.
you should just live the way that you were living before he left, comfortably,
Okay.
whatever that may be.
Nah, I think I want to live better.
So, hey, so
Listen,
the
you
question
got
is,
that check and you gonna get another check from another nigga on top.
There's a
Straight
lot.
up.
There's a lot of questions. I think I'm gonna start interviewing y'all instead.
no, we need to.
We need to. So because this is what happens. She just said a mouthful. She said she want to live the exact same way she was living with him.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it, that relationship ended.
Right.
So I'm not saying you ain't supposed to. Yeah.
Well,
Because
really,
of
hold
him.
on. Really, Flavor said that's what she think.
Right.
I said, remember I said,
She want to live better.
I have went through, I have learned, and I understand. So I want to live better. Doesn't necessarily have to be finances.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily have to be finances. Because I'm happy with me. So if I'm a happy me, I can make him happy.
Absolutely.
I can actually add to his self-happiness because I'm able to take accountability for my for the part that I played in the ending of my situation. I've learned. So my next time driving the car, I'm gonna have my seatbelt on a little bit tighter. I'm not gonna ride with my music as loud as I did.
Dog,
It sounds
you ain't answer my question, dog.
You're trying to be in my bank account. That's what you're trying to do. Hey,
This is what the topic's about.
yeah, I know, but you're trying to be in my bank account.
Yeah,
You
damn right.
And I'm gonna be honest. It
it
definitely
100.
would have been cheaper to keep me.
So you trying to clean the dog out?
Whose dog is this? Oh, it's getting personal.
I'm asking a question. Think about it. The laws, especially in South Florida, the laws in South Florida, especially, they're very advantageous for you guys. Trust me, I know. I had to do my research at a young age. So exactly what you said, my brother. Here goes. I'm a young guy, 2 kids, house, got the cars, and all of a sudden I had to I thought I was a man. No, that divorce turned me into a man overnight. Because then you really had to think about stuff. You had to really play. Instantly, I had to learn how to play chess.
That pressure.
Oh, yeah. I had to learn how to play chess immediately. Because at the end of the day, I knew I was in a no-win situation. Everything I worked hard for. Exactly. Everything
But
I worked hard for.
you guys are a team. So
Nah,
it's
it's a team.
no,
It's a
no.
team.
it's a team.
But
You
listen to me.
feel like you work hard. No.
Every situation is different. Trust me. I don't want to put too much out there, but when I say
No, but when you on station 100, that's what happens. We don't
Okay.
say no
We
names.
won't
We don't
say
say
names.
names.
We
Right.
just
we
put
don't
it
say
out
no
there.
names. So when I say everything I worked hard for, I literally mean everything I worked hard for. The other half did not work.
But are
at
you?
all.
Are you talking about because you got up and went to a 9 to 5,
No,
so you
okay.
worked hard for
so
it?
let me say
Because
it.
if you guys
gotta let
are
me
a
answer,
team,
though.
go ahead, baby.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
sorry. I
Yeah.
just said I learned how to close my
Right,
mouth. Go
exactly.
ahead.
I did almost 85% of the cooking. I washed the clothes all the time.
Wait, where you come from?
See, once again,
I did that shit.
Where's
I can
daddy
only
at?
take-
I want his daddy. He's not a good man. I want your daddy.
I paid all the bills. I paid all the bills. Yeah, I was young. I did all of that. You couldn't pay me to do something like that today.
Hold up. Hold on. Stop sign, not even a damn yield. So that's a problem.
Big time problem.
That's a problem.
Big time problem.
You just said all this amazing things about your wife, how you're so blessed to have her.
Right.
And because I don't know, that's like a hurt hoe mentality. To say that you can't pay me to do that.
Right.
That's not cool, because she's being cheated out of this amazing man that you are today, because you just said that divorce taught you to think into this, into that. Hold on, K.I.
It taught me also, you want to know what it taught me?
I'm listening.
That the other person has to invest in the relationship
Bum.
just as much you do.
But you just said she was blessed.
No.
Wait up, who you
She
talking
was
about?
blessed. It's like
You said that your new wife, you're
Yeah.
blessed to have her.
I am.
Are you still cooking?
Not every day. She cooks most of the time.
D.
So it's a
I love
partner. It's a partnership.
Okay,
But it wasn't
exactly.
before?
It wasn't before.
D, hold on. It's like you got them 2 boys at the crib. Them boys ain't got to pay no bills. They ain't got to do shit. What you think gonna happen? They gonna get
It's-
complacent, and lazy, ain't gonna want to do shit.
But guess what?
That's what happened to the wife.
I understand that. And That's what I was saying. So it's you have a partnership now.
I have a partnership. I cook too. That don't mean I don't cook. That
but
don't mean
not
I'm
as
not
much
gonna,
as you used to.
Yeah, I don't need to. I love her cooking. She knows that. In fact, me and her argue about it.
Okay.
Why? Because it tastes so damn good.
Okay.
But before, I ain't had no option. I couldn't argue with somebody that couldn't do it. There's no arguing.
So I'm going to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
And we're not going backwards. But, so your first situation, you said you were young. You did the hard labor, meaning going out to work and making the money to pay the bills.
Yeah.
You did the cooking. You did the cleaning. You did the washing.
Yep.
So did you marry for love in that situation? Oh, or was the pussy powerful?
It wasn't even that.
Oh, okay.
Was it the kids because she had the kids and you said I'm
it
just
was the
gonna...
pressure of both families.
Oh.
We was young.
You Haitian?
I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? Her parents.
I meet you today and I love you tomorrow, baby.
But she was American, so she is American. Because I can remember
Y'all
that
love
one
us.
day. I can remember that one day. I can remember that one day where she actually had my first son, and I came home, and her mother and my mother, everybody was home, and I was shocked. I was like, "Damn, well, you're right. Like, this is a powwow that I wasn't invited to." When I came in there, I noticed they were all looking at me. You know, I said, "Hey, what's going on?" Whatever. And then I said, "We got to talk to you." Right in front of her. I'm like, "Oh, okay, what happened?" Like, damn, so what's going on? We think y'all should start talking marriage. I looked at all three of them and said, if y'all think y'all finna force me to marry you, you got me fucked up.
But you did it anyway.
I did it when I wanted to do it.
Okay.
I ain't do it when they said to do it. I was like, that ain't finna happen. I ain't finna marry you just because y'all want me to.
That's kind of crazy. If she's American, are they church people?
Hell no.
I'm just
Listen,
I'm just
that part was
surprised.
security.
No,
where was her dad there involved?
No,
That's what I'm
unfortunately,
saying.
He passed away.
It probably was security.
But so I'm gonna ask you.
Go ahead.
It was for love, and I guess the pressure from the family.
Yeah, it was more pressure from the family, and it was love. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. It was also love. But understand this: as a young person, all you had to have was a pretty face. You didn't need to do much more for me to love you. As an adult, as an older guy, yeah, you're gonna have to bring content and substance to the table now.
Okay.
But before, it wasn't that. So it wasn't like it was going to be hard convincing. It was literally after that conversation, after that group meetup that they had on me.
You wasn't aware of.
Yeah, that I wasn't aware of. It was almost like 4 months later, I literally just said, okay, hey, listen, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? And even with them, you know.
So now, would I say your situation, your marriage, your partnership
Right.
is modern, and what you had before was traditional? Well, it wasn't traditional because you was doing all the household chores and stuff. So
Keep going.
you kind of like a little diamond in the rough or something. Like you're a little special.
Nah, they got a lot of niggas like that, man.
Yeah,
Where they
Where?
at?
A lot.
Where they hang
You
out
know
at?
what?
It's a
I
lot.
appreciate you saying that.
It's
bro.
a
Where
lot.
they hang
There
out at?
is a lot of guys.
Hey, I'm so excited. He got some help
Nah.
tonight. He's so
Listen,
excited.
it's a lot of niggas like that. Flavor, I'm sorry. I don't want to say it.
Give it to
You
her.
just got bad luck, baby girl.
God damn, if it
There's
wasn't
niggas
for
out
no
there.
bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all. Where they hang out at? I need to know this.
They here.
Where?
When last time you had a Haitian?
Oi.
I never had a Haitian. How about that?
My point exactly. Why you think them y'all be looking for the Zoes?
I
Hey,
never
this is
know.
Station 100. This is your boy, the host. You can call in. The phone lines are live and ready right now for our guests and Lori D and the fabulous host, 786-384-2096. Again, that number is 786-384-2096. Those who are looking on YouTube, that number is on the screen. We'll get that number on for you on the screen. Please call in, like, share, let somebody know Lori D. Talks with Lori D is live on the air right
Keeping it
now.
100 on Station
You
100.
gotta like it. You gotta share it. You gotta them thumbs up mean something for Lori D. This is how you keep Lori D on the air. You gotta give them thumbs up. You gotta tell
He
somebody.
just said a cute face keeps me on the air.
That's what they said. Well, as far as Station 100 is concerned, them thumbs really work.
Hey, I'm glad my producer on the. Hey, I'm glad my producer. You know,
So
we get to hear my producer voice.
Yeah, on our show.
It's very
We don't get the luxury that everybody else get
Okay.
on their show.
Look like I got a mute flavor. Station 100 live in the Man Cave studio in beautiful South Florida. You're live with Station 100 Talks with Lori D with KI and Flavor and our special guest right now. Please call in. Phone lines are open.
Okay, I just had someone send me a text.
Hey, D, they say go back to your man.
Oh, wow.
They said what?
They say go back to your man.
He doesn't wanna.
Damn, you gotta say it like
No,
that.
you said it.
No, he don't want me.
Yeah.
And
I love you, boo.
he don't want me.
Bomb right there.
He don't want me. He's found better. He's moved on with his life. He's living, and I'm woman enough to be okay with that. I'm okay with that. He's moved on with his life. He's living his life. But the thing of it, everybody just need to keep the same energy. You understand?
Nice.
Everybody just need to keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. That's it. It's quiet.
No.
Boom.
Listen.
We needed a boom. Yeah, but I really I was telling about somebody just asked me. He said that, well, it's a guy. He said that your boy K.I. said weeks ago that men don't care about women's money. Women are very selfish, and women are very selfish, and they like to keep. Hold on, I gotta fix this. So basically, he's saying that men don't care about women money, and that they will go about their way. It's women who don't want to give up the Gucci bags, the clothes, the vacations, the trips, and the houses. But they'll sit around and get different love from different men in 2021 from women instead of working on their relationship. Is this nigga stupid?
Yeah, what the fuck is he talking about?
Because the I don't know anything about women saying cheaper to keeper. I don't know anything about that. It's men that be afraid of losing that dollar. Even if their woman is the successful person that's in the relationship, even if she's the one that has that secure dollar, men don't like to lose money. I remember my brother saying years ago, when he spend money, he gets sick. He say his stomach hurts.
You know why? He ain't making money.
Nah,
he ain't making money. Like that.
He making.
Come on, man, you gotta spend some money, man.
No, some people just don't like to spend it.
For some reason, he like to see it in his account. And if something arises, he have the money. It's not that. He just
spend my money.
He just always says he doesn't like spending money. And for this person to say that women are selfish, that's far,
beyond
I feel like
truth.
beyond. You do have some women that are very selfish. And that's why I said
Yeah,
to you, now when you say you're blessed with a partner.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
She doesn't have to be an entrepreneur. But if you bring her an idea, or if you ask her a question, she's doing her research and she's doing what she needs to do. You understand? So if in fact she's hardworking, she finds a way, like you say, both of you guys cook, or if she cooks, you do the dishes. It's a partnership. It's a partnership. So you feel like you're more blessed now because, I'm trying to quote it right, a friend of mine that's married, and I see them to have a successful marriage. I see nothing is perfect. I don't live in their house. Every now and then I be inside the walls. But I have heard him say that she has to be an image of you. It's best if you guys are friends. Like, she's your homie.
Absolutely.
And
I totally agree.
I had today when I was at work, this a guy at my job, he's married, and I like to ask him different questions and talk to him about the show before the night of. And he said to me, it's definitely cheaper for him to keep her.
Every situation is different. So
he said that he has his situations going on, and outside of, he's previously had a situation going on, and outside of that, he said that she would have been the perfect person for him to be with. Why? He said she cooks. He said she real cool. He said, and I said to him, he said, like, him and his wife, he said they just like coexist. It's like a business, a partnership, you know, this, that, and the other.
So why not?
He does, and I told him, I said, so he said, they talk about things. A zebra, that's what old people say, a zebra don't change their stripes or something like that.
Exactly.
So it'll be good for 6 months to a year, but then you go back to that same lazy ass, boring ass.
She probably being selfish as fuck.
He is, because he don't want her ass.
Right, but she
How
can't
that's
be
selfish?
happy in that
Yeah, I'm about to
shit.
just
How
say,
that's
you know,
selfish?
I'm gonna just take
She can't be happy in that shit.
He don't want her. They both comfortable. But the thing, that's why it says, is it cheaper to keep it? Is it finances?
I don't think they're
Is it
comfortable.
finances
I don't
over
think they're
happiness?
comfortable.
Because
If you're not happy, you're not
Hey, I
comfortable.
think it's happiness over finance because shit, you
Yes.
can always make money.
Yes.
But guess what? That dog, you putting yourself in a stressful situation.
I
you,
can't
you
do
might
it.
just drop dead.
Exactly. I can't do it.
you telling me, I just said I was proud of the previous situation because niggas say, Lori, I don't want your ass. I just told this nigga I was proud
I
of
think
him, but
motherfuckers
kick me
need to
to the
keep it
curb.
real, man.
Listen,
Keep it
man.
real.
They
and
need to keep it real.
shit ain't working out, man. Move on.
That's
man.
it. And guess what? I'm not all in for women taking men shit either. If you unhappy, I'm unhappy. I just didn't want my peace. That's
it.
all I want. I
So
want
you,
my peace.
you don't want his bread.
No, I want my peace.
It's more
because
important.
coming with that
Nah, I
money comes with other shit. I don't want to be back and forth to court. I don't want to keep talking about the shit. I'm done. Give me my peace. And when people find their peace, they'll be good. That
That's
shit
it.
ain't peaceful.
I totally agree.
It's
with you,
something
man.
different. A real man, guess what? He's gonna look out for you regardless. That's what I think. Listen, you as my wife, I'm gonna make sure you good. Either way, especially if you got his children. A real man ain't gonna take you through that shit. Give me my fucking peace. Fuck that. You living in a house and y'all not talking today. Y'all not sleeping in the bed today. You sneaking out. That shit too much thinking into that shit. I gotta think how to sneak out. I gotta think how to come back. I gotta turn my motherfucking phone off. Bitch, I ain't got time for that shit. Give me my peace.
But you know
Give me
what?
my peace.
But you know what? Some people.
Oh.
Go.
Oh.
Y'all know I gotta be all over the place.
Oh.
Some people have an understanding.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
As long as I don't see that bitch. As long as I don't see that nigga.
Okay,
As long as he
Jada.
don't come up around here.
Jada Pinkett. Okay, that shit. Okay.
What it's called?
Open relationship.
Entanglement.
An entanglement.
Nah, that's open relationship.
Some people okay with that, but you know what? Our kids are still small, so we're gonna continue to stay in the house together.
And the kids unhappy with that shit as
and
well.
the kids, no, because
Kids don't know.
They don't. No, wait.
Kids don't know.
Wait a minute.
Y'all think kids know when their parents are not happy?
No.
Oh, they know that part. They know that part.
No.
Open relationship.
You talking about the open relationship part? They don't know. They
should
too young to
No.
know stuff like
but,
that.
But they know when the house ain't
Of
right.
course.
And people say that shit for their kids. You gonna make your kids a whole lot happier leaving that shit.
Nah,
Trust me.
that's not
No,
I don't
that's
know that
not
necessarily
true.
true.
That's
I'm
not true.
telling
Nah,
you,
hey.
when
You know
the
what?
house is
Let
in
me
an
say this.
uproar,
That's not true.
yes.
Let me say this.
Okay, let me shut up because I ain't never been married.
No,
Y'all three been
no.
married.
You good. But you good. But one of the things I will say is that I am happy that it happened when they were very young. When my boys were very young, so they never knew me to be with their mother per se. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
Whereas I have friends of mine, even one, like I said, close friends, their parents separated or divorced while they were in high school. And it affected their grades. It affected everything about them.
That's very true.
Because they conscious.
Yeah,
That's
because they
very
knew
true.
they knew the family in the. You know what? One thing if we all have kids, we know one thing about kids. They like what's the word I'm looking for? Not only control, they like routine. Kids,
Natures of habit, creatures
They are
of habit.
creatures of habit.
It's
They
what
love
you,
routine.
It's what you teach them to.
Yes, they love routine, and the moment that routine breaks, it really can mess up everything.
That's facts.
That's facts.
Even from the point where like if you haven't shared custody, the time you dropping them back off, it's got to be the same thing all the time. They love routine. So the moment that routine breaks, because now there's two different households, and now they're going to two different parents for certain things, or if we get in the 100, now they're seeing a parent with a different person. That really, the kids, they bottle in a lot, like Dominique, I'm sorry, but like Flavor said.
Everybody.
I have a friend who I look up to. Their co-parenting situation is something that the motherfuckers probably need to put on TV.
Horrible or it's horrible.
It's
I have a
amazing.
cousin that with his baby.
It's
I call her my cousin too, but they have a awesome. Like we didn't know they wasn't together for years because
Right.
their co-parenting is just
right.
they're amazing, and going through what I went through, she's a sound ear for me, a solid person, and I trust literally, and it's crazy, but everything that she lays on the table for me. She give it to me sometimes, she hurt my feelings, but her co-parenting with her ex-husband is amazing. Right. It is literally something that they probably could write a book about. It probably wasn't always that way. As I said, I don't live in their house. I don't be around them. But one thing she always says is, D, those boys have to come first.
Right.
Their happiness comes first. So if they want to take daddy out for Father's Day, and that's what it is, like, you could do that. It's okay to co-parent and be cool and be okay. Doesn't mean y'all gonna fuck later. Doesn't mean that y'all gonna be kissing and mooching. But we're always gonna be family. Even if they 25, we're always gonna be a family. And if I move on and I go on about my business, some way, somehow, his new has to be able to break bread some type of way.
Though? I think they best friends now. They situation, because you know why? Yeah. It's like when they was together, they couldn't be real with each other. Now that they're separated and they understand that they can be real with each other.
She always real. I think he is too.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I can see it right now. They best friends. And they understand that they couldn't be with each other. Right. But they know they can have a friendship.
You know, that goes unnoticed. A lot of folks don't realize how important you got to be friends first.
Yeah, it's important.
You know, the thing of it is too, I'm going to say this, and I don't want to sound ignorant. I don't want to sound racist, but African American, be Haitian, Jamaican, whatever, literally do not understand co-parenting, literally do not understand having a relationship with mother-in-laws. Like, I literally used to sit in a circle of people and they thought I was putting on, or they thought that I was shooting the bobo. But the relationship between my mother-in-law and I, because I don't have a mom, is like she's my mom. Right. When that nigga cheated, you done some bullshit. And she don't deserve that. When he was mean to me and I'm crying, take me. Listen, you better tighten up, because she whatever. And literally to this day, I want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be good. And if that meant you going on about your business and starting a new life, a new relationship, I want what's good for you. And that speaks volumes.
Yes.
Right.
That speaks volumes. So I would, if I into a new situation, I'm not saying that my new mother-in-law has to be my best friend, but we just said second nature. I would want that honest and that good relationship, because family means a lot to me. But I literally hear people saying all the time, in-laws are fake, and this and this and this and that. African American do not believe in that type of stuff. And the co-parent thing, oh, that's crazy. Like, I would have no problem in my, new situation, him having a situation with his ex-wife or his ex-baby mama or whatever. Like, if everybody's being open, honest, and real, there shouldn't be a problem with that.
It shouldn't be a problem.
It should not be.
It should not be a problem.
I think that's the biggest problem. Everybody don't keep it 100. Like, yo.
Or everybody ain't let it go.
Dog, look.
I mean, if you take all that nigga dollars, he gonna probably be a little upset with you.
Yeah, he gonna be bitter.
But that's just only for a little while.
It's only for a little bit.
When the dust settled, because I can tell you right now, with I have two baby mamas. I don't even like saying that word. I have kids from two different ladies. Mm-hmm. I get along with both. It wasn't always the case, because I can tell you, there were some ups and downs. Certain things they did that I didn't like, and whether it was with the child or whatever the case may be, I never got into their personal. Once we was over, I don't care. I could see you with another man. That shit don't make no never mind to me. That's real. Mm-hmm. But I know a lot of dudes ain't built like that, because I can tell you right now, working in the chain gang, I know dudes that had 10 hoes and they still killed their baby mama or the boyfriend because they couldn't take it. But yet and still they were doing their thing.
They couldn't let go.
Yeah. So I understand. Not everybody is built like that.
Right.
You know, you got to be mentally tough. Like, hey, once this over, yeah, I can see you with somebody, and it don't bother me because I already know I'm.
It shouldn't bother you if y'all have kids together. You should. And the thing of it is,
if the relationship is over, it don't matter if you got kids or not.
No,
if the
what I'm
relationship
saying
is over, it's over.
No, what I was going to continue to say is that as long as the person is good to your children, I don't think long as they're good to your children, they're not, and your children not coming back saying that they're mean or anything like that. Like, I don't see why that person would live their life with 20 hoes if they want to.
And you know, let's go back because I did say something. And I said when I did get a divorce, that I wanted to stay single for the rest of my life. Just wanted to do my thing, gigolo, whatever you want to call it. But obviously, I did get married, so something must have made me get married.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you touched it right there. I've always said to myself, if I ever get married again, the woman got to like me and love my kids as opposed to loving me and liking my kids.
Absolutely.
And because my kids are my everything. Once again,
I like that.
I got 3 boys. So I don't care if she cuss me out or put up with my shit. Because I know I am a hard person to deal with. You know, I'm an alpha personality. I'm an alpha male. I am a go-getter by nature. It's always been like that with me.
Absolutely.
For those that know me, they can tell you I've always been like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not like something like you just said. It's not like I'm trying to put on. Now, I've always been a person who know how to make money. And I'm that person that know how to make money, and I stay real low-key about that shit, too. I don't like divulging it. That's not my nature. I don't need to brag. I know right now it's all about showing for the gram and shit like that. That's not even on me. But the one thing I will say is if I take a vested interest in this person or whoever it was, they had to really put my kids on a pedestal, and they ain't even had to do me. They ain't even had to put me on a pedestal, and I was going to fall for that person. And that's exactly what happened.
I'm going to tell you that speaks volumes. I would do my man a solid. I would do him a solid because I'm a mom, and I love my boys. And if you heard me say, I have 3 amazing boys.
Oh, same here. I got 3 boys.
My 19-year-old is not my son. He's my stepson. But when I speak about it, I have 3 amazing boys.
Feed their ass long enough, they're going to look like you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And any situation that I move forward to and move forward with, I come with 3 boys.
3 boys. That's the package.
2 all the time and 1 sometime.
Right.
That's a package deal. And it is what it is. And if, in fact, he got children, I'm a spoilaholic. I have pickled eggs and hot sausages in my pantry. Right. Like, I love trips. I'm a great mom. So that definitely means a lot. So I have a question for you, because I've been saying that I wanted to say it all day. So, is second time a charm? I mean, it is what it is. If somebody feelings get hurt, then it is what it is.
On the spot.
Yeah.
It's second time a charm.
Obviously, I'm still married, so it must be. So
whatever, go ahead and clean it
Don
up.
P,
Go
good answer.
Go ahead and clean. I'm gonna tell you, that was a good answer, because that definitely was an open conversation, an open and honest, answer. It could have been a yes or a no, but that definitely was a good comeback. And I'm gonna let you clean it up, but I'm gonna say this: so whatever dollars you lost,
right,
whatever you had to start over from,
right,
cheaper to keeper does not apply to Don P.
Not for me. Not for me.
So we're gonna choose happiness over finances, and we believe the second time around, them finances are still right, and you happy.
Hey, check this out.
So I'm gonna say second time is a charm. I'm gonna
second
say
time
it.
is
Second
the
time gotta be the charm.
Right.
You know why? Because if Don P chose the right one, he gonna make more money, so it don't matter. So the money he lost with that one don't mean shit.
So K.I.
Let me. Can I piggyback off of what he just said?
Don P.
He wants you to talk.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna piggyback off of what he just said to show you how powerful that is. If a man is happy and he's good at doing something, whether it's making money, whether it's working, whether it being a carpenter, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Okay.
If he is happy,
A dollar gonna flow.
he's going to do it even that much better.
I like that.
If you're happy, if you, it happens with y'all too. Even though
That's
y'all
very true.
If I'm
Even-
happy, I'm gonna definitely go buy a recipe.
that's
book.
100.
Cooking is not
it
my
don't only
shit.
go for men. It's for y'all too.
But you
Y'all
know what she
virgin
said?
kids. What she
If
said?
she don't cook. She don't know how to cook. But if she's happy,
She
I
don't
go
start
buy a
cooking.
recipe book.
Damn right.
Yeah,
I like
There
that.
go- you
Yeah.
are,
Nah, you
if
said a
you're
mouthful.
happy,
Said a mouthful.
just
I can't bake. But if I'm happy, I'm going to fuck up some brownies and a cake or something.
you know
I'm going to
what?
do something.
You're gonna keep on trying. Understand that.
No, that's facts.
But Don P,
Go ahead.
I'm going to put you on pause because somebody didn't want me to talk to them.
Damn, D. Come on. Man.
Somebody didn't want me to talk
Come
to
on,
them.
D. Don't put me on the spot now.
K.I.,
What's up?
so could there be love for K.I.?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely going to be love for me.
Could there be marriage for K.I.?
Yeah, I'm going to marry again.
Okay.
At first, I was like,
I think I might help with that answer a little bit. I think talks with Lori D and talks with
Hey,
D-Lo
listen.
might help with that
At
answer.
first, I was like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't doing this shit no more. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? But you know what? I realized, a woman bring a different strength to a nigga.
Yes, she
It make a nigga more powerful. You feel what I'm saying?
I like
Even though you could do it on your own,
I
but she
love
bring.
it, K.I.
I'm just saying, she just bring a different force.
Once again, I'm gonna piggyback off what my man
Oh,
said.
we can't bring you back no more because you
Nah,
make
let
K.I.
Yeah, I
amazing.
got
Don P
to.
talk.
Of course, K.I. Of course.
And I got folks. I did text several folks to listen to this, and they'll piggyback if they can do call in, whatever the case may be. I wasn't always seen in the best of light. I've always been, even when in law enforcement, I've been that, for lack of a better word, that aggressive type Negro. Shit, yeah.
Okay.
Shit happened, and I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't give a fuck. That's that, whatever. So I was that confrontational nigga. So because of that, people was very standoff on it.
Okay.
Only those people that knew me knew that. Oh no, he's a straight stand up dude. But those
So
that didn't
you
know
were
me,
you were a know you to love you person.
yeah, yes, exactly. And people started liking me more when they found out who I was dating.
Wow.
Because everybody loved her at the job. So they were like, what the fuck? We love you, but we can't stand that motherfucker. So for the fact that you like him, it's got
He
to be
gotta
some.
be a good dude.
He got
gotta
to
be
be
something
some
good in
type
him,
of
yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
And then they started giving me a chance. And as crazy as this sound, it's crazy as this sound. When I got married, that's when doors started opening up for me.
Wow.
It's blessed.
Wow.
It's facts.
Real shit.
It's blessed.
That's when doors started opening up for me. Because before that, man, nah, I was not that dude. I was not that dude.
I like to say this. My previous nail tech, she moved away. But when I send people to her or when I talk about her, I remember I had to have a medical procedure done. I called my nail tech that morning to pray for me. My nail tech, shout out to Chanel, she got the juice. And when I say the juice, the spiritual juice.
Right.
I remember sitting in her chair and I don't know out of nowhere, I just started crying. And she said to me, let it go. Let it go. And when you let it go, you could be free. And I said, but God put us together. And he came into my life when this and with that. She said, reason, season, lifetime.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
And
Reasons?
he had a reason.
That's it.
Because I lived in Tallahassee. He lived in Miami, Florida. I can't be with you if you live in Tallahassee. I got to be with you if you live in Miami. I have packed up that book bag and I moved on down here to Miami. I gotta be with him. But at that time, and that's why I said growth, spiritually, emotionally, through therapy, I didn't have a relationship with my family at all.
Right.
It was a here and there. It was a hit or miss. But I had to move back to Miami, got a relationship with more family members. It's still a little fucked up sideways.
Hey, that's our family. That's how it be.
But it's a better relationship. So now that I'm in a different place, that could have been a reason. Right. 1. 2, I was unhappy. Yeah, I was in school. Yeah, I was working. But there was no stability. There was no growth as a woman, nothing. Came back, I graduated from school. I got a job. I started making money. All I wanted was family. And when I say family, my own little family. I got children. So that could be reason 4, 5. And Chanel explained that to me. And she said, let me tell you something. When you know that what God blessed him with and what you've been blessed with, those secret prayers that you praying for that reason in that season, that lifetime gonna come into your life, and he's gonna give you everything that you asked for in silence, not out loud. Right. So that reason in that season that I was begging, spend time with me, take me on dates, just lay with me, watch TV with me, that's that, whatever. That lifetime is gonna come into your life without you asking, because you're what he needs and he's what you need, and it's gonna be that lifetime. So as you said that once she came into your life, those things that you opened your mouth and said you wanted in that silent prayer, you probably didn't even have to tell her. And from day one, it kicked into gear.
Hey, D, let me ask you a question.
Oh, God.
Are you healed?
Yes.
Okay, now that you healed, and now that you know what you know, and now that you know the mistakes you made, would you choose your man again?
No.
That's
That's deep.
question. That's a nice question, man.
No.
That's deep.
And I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to twirl my fingers.
So
I
that's
might
it.
pat my hair.
So that's
no.
it.
No.
That season over.
Let me add to that. Did you have kids with him?
Yes.
Okay, so that means, let me revise that question.
Go ahead.
If it meant that you were not going to have those kids again, would you still say you wouldn't get with him? Because remember now, if you don't get with him now, those kids are not in your life.
Well, here goes some talks with Lori D and some real shit. I had a hysterectomy last year, so I ain't gonna have no more kids. So we can't talk about future kids. We don't talk about
past kids. But you ain't understanding what he's saying.
I understood what he said.
So answer that.
But this is the bottom line.
No. Answer that.
Answer that shit.
That I wouldn't have my kids.
That means those, how many? You said
blessings.
3 boys. That means those 3 boys are no longer in
19, 15,
that
12.
means they're not, there's no more number. There's 0, 0, 0 if you don't meet that guy.
Yeah.
Would you do it all over again?
Starting from today?
No.
From the beginning.
From the beginning. If you could rewind it, hands of time.
If you could not.
And I don't care how, when he met you at a gas station, at a club, whatever. But you know, this nigga, oh shit, it ain't gonna work out well. Would you get with him again?
I would get with him again.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm gonna tell you right now,
let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because that man that I met 19 years, whatever, years ago,
isn't the same man.
Isn't the same man today.
So
would I have done it again?
Yeah.
I don't live with regrets anymore. And trust and believe, I would do it again. But going forward, from what I know now, where I am now.
Oh yeah, you're not going backwards.
It's literally dead. I can't revise nothing that's in. I know by funeral business, you don't only put the casket in the ground. You got to seal it closed before you drop it and put the dirt on top of it. That's where it is.
Ain't nothing ever dead, man. Until you dead, nigga. That shit ain't dead until you
Look at K.I. promoting.
I'm just keeping
He got
it
his own personal reason.
No, I'm just keeping it 100.
No, let me say,
I feel like anything could be fixed. I feel like anything could be fixed.
It's some shit that could be dead. Without being dead.
Well,
with still having breath in you.
Well, I'm going to say this. We got to pay a couple of bills, so we got to take a little break. We're going to holler at y'all in a little bit. Thank you for watching.
Always. Okay, so the various.
Girls, we run this mother. Yeah.
We do it for fun.
They say whatever don't kill you, make it strong.
All aboard!
There is something that I gotta tell you.
Your love is high.
Time, weather, and
All aboard!
open relationships.
What about it?
Do open relationships work? Like, what's the deal with open relationships? Because I feel like there's a big push.
Yeah.
This is my life partner.
Yeah.
That means I'm ready to spend the rest of my life, no matter what. Keep it real.
That's real.
Put it on the table. You can sleep with. You want to justify it by 12 to 1, 10 to 1. Believe it or not, gentlemen, there are men and there are women who want to be faithful.
It's because of pride and selfishness. Now, I think what you're asking the person is to knowingly accept that you find someone else attractive and that you want to spend time with them. When typically you would be spending time with me.
The one person. So what are you saying, G? Are you saying?
I mean, when it comes to open relationships,
Out of everybody, no anal. Everybody on the planet. What?
So what?
What the? What the hell? I'm just trying to see what he's trying to. Nah, nigga, where that came from?
When it comes to open relationships, hey, this dude retarded, bro.
100. We're happy to be live on the air. This is Talks with Lori D and Flavor and K.I. And we got our special guest tonight. Thank y'all for joining us. We need y'all to go ahead and share this. Go ahead and comment. We got some people commenting right now. They're reading it right now. They're excited about it. As we get right back to Lori D.
Hey, guys. Thank you for coming back after the break. We had some break jitters around here.
Oh, my God. We shared a good laugh this morning.
So we appreciate you guys for tuning in every Wednesday night, Talks with Lori D, where we keep it real, live, raw, and uncut.
100 each and every Wednesday.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, guys. So the topic tonight is cheaper to keeper. Happiness over finances. Our guest says that he chose finances, new love, and new happiness, and he blessed and he good. So all them dollars he lost, time he lost, all of the other good stuff, he ain't even worrying about it.
You got it back.
Oh, yeah.
10 times, plus more.
That's how that shit be.
I'm a money magnet. And whatever I spend, I'm going to get it back 10 times.
You said you know somebody who's a pastor here, or you deal with a pastor?
Her pastor.
No.
Her pastor, your pastor.
What about my pastor?
Okay, so if you spiritual, you should know the story of Job. Everything he lost, he gained it what?
Hey.
Tenfold.
Hey.
Right or wrong? Hey. Okay, then. That's what it is.
And that is why when I said I can't stand this break conversation got me kind of crazy. K.I. looking at the corner of his eye. Listen, y'all, what's on break is on break. It's over
Shout
now.
out to the breaks. The break conversations be the livest. Y'all
Listen,
better tune in.
The break conversations and the after show conversations
It's way better than the
Listen,
show.
it's way better than
Hey, I'm gonna say shout out to my dog JP. You already know how that
Hey,
Yes, sir.
JP.
JP,
But-
what's up, man? How you been, brother?
All right now, you ain't got to do all that now. All right now, because this is Talks with Lori D. You ain't got to do all that.
Okay, but just once again, what's up, baby?
I can definitely say this. It was with time that I'm gonna tell you something. Accountability is a motherfucker.
Yes. Very much so.
Accountability is something. And when you have a therapist, I'm gonna tell you the worst things that happened for me. My therapist died of COVID, but I believed in therapy because it got me, it was every whatever,
Okay.
what needed to be done. Mm-hmm. But this particular therapist gave me the tools that I needed. When I say every layer, listen, you weren't only laying on no couch, you were sitting in the chair, and he was pulling back every layer from childhood trauma that made me understand. Like, I'm independent. Right. You can say I gave Lori $5 to K.I. and K.I. wasn't supposed to know, or you gonna throw that $5 up in my face. I don't care if we husband and wife. You never have to worry about me asking you or $1 again.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo / Libra. Because I'm right on the crust.
Hey, Virgo. Man, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm a Virgo / Libra.
Virgo.
Because I'm right on the crust.
And a Libra.
But I'm going to say this. Through therapy, I learned that it's okay. Like, I can remember, and I'll say this, where I would say, you didn't spend any time with me. I want to go on a date. Why can't you take me on a date? That individual would say to me, just tell me where to come, or tell me what time, or tell me what to wear, and then I'm going to come. In my mind, I wanted effort.
Right. Yeah, you took yourself.
I wanted you to want to go with me.
Right.
I wanted you to.
You knew that was
I wanted you to tell me to get dressed.
And I'm cool with that though. I'm definitely cool with it. So far.
But I learned from therapy, and I learned from my pastor. My pastor is very straight shooter. I learned that by saying, you know what? I'm not gonna ask this week to go on a date. We ain't gotta go nowhere. That's self-agony, that's self-pain, that's self-lonely, because if I don't ask, if I don't tell you, you're gonna be at work, or you're gonna be with your friends, or you're gonna be with your family. And because I got this inside attitude, because I want you to read my brain, because I'm in so much pain, I don't know how to open my mouth with a respectful tone as your woman and as your friend, that make you don't want to spend no motherfucking time with me anyway. So you really going because I told you to. But I learned through therapy that continue to ask.
You got to, man.
Because he's not saying, no, I don't want to go with you. He's just not asking. But when you guys go, my pastor said, do you have a good time? Yeah. Do y'all laugh? Yeah. Do y'all hug? Yeah. Do y'all kiss? Yeah. So what's the problem? Because he never asked me. That was my thing. But he said that maybe to him, he really doesn't care to go, or maybe to him, he'd rather go to work and come home and do whatever, but keep asking and don't take it as a burden if the person goes. So it can be a two-way street. But I was so stuck on, I want to be considered. I want to be special. I want you to want me. I didn't take myself out. And that's something else I had to learn.
I would have got dressed and
let me jump in right quick.
Back, he would have been like, where you going?
Let me jump in right quick. See, I think this is one of the problems both male and females, that's what we have, is we're so busy trying to listen to respond instead of listening to understand. We both do that.
Yes, we both.
I'm not gonna point no fingers.
Yeah, we
both do that. Mm-hmm. We do a bad job of it. We want to be heard, but we don't want to listen.
Right.
And stuff like that. I get. I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna be exclusive right now. Nobody understands this. I've never told nobody this. I think I only told. Not even my brothers. Just
so we got a fresh cut on Lori.
Fresh cut. You guys get this. You getting this? Yeah. Let me get a bomb for this one real quick. Yeah. Let me get it in here before I even say something. There's gonna be some exclusive. Yes. Exactly. Don't knock somebody if they don't want to go to therapy. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, after my divorce, I went to therapy. And after I went to therapy, I realized it's something that I don't ever want to do again. It's not because he wasn't good. I'm going to tell you why. He was excellent. Mm-hmm. He listened to me. He catered. He told me what time it was. He wasn't no yes man, no man. He told me, nah, this way you fucked up. This way, this, that, whatever. He had me focusing on me, and he had me bettering myself. Mm-hmm. But then something happened. The sessions ended. There was no more funds. And guess what happened? No more visitations. So now here I go going through a divorce. And I'm not a person who really divulges my feelings to everybody. Mm-hmm. So the one person I was leaning on, telling how I felt, and I threw myself on, that shit stopped. So what happened, I end up feeling like I lost 2 relationships.
Wow.
Because it is a relationship.
It was I'm telling you right now, I felt like this dude was like my man. This was, man. I'm telling you so much.
You see me hearing this story. You see me hearing it. It's kind of how I feel about the mother-in-law story.
Right. I get it.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Let me tell you something. I
hold
just
on,
feel I'm favored and blessed. Go ahead.
So, even in my current relationship, it has been brought up before. You know that, hey, let's do counseling. And I shot it down in the very beginning. No, I don't want to do that. You know why? It wasn't because I didn't have faith in counseling. I know that shit worked. That's the problem. It works. And eventually I'm going to have to stop talking to this person. And then I'm going to lose that bond. I don't make a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. Flavor tell you that. A lot of people in South Florida know me. But also a lot of people in South Florida don't know me.
That was powerful.
That's the same way I am.
Okay? So with that being said, if I make a friend,
that's a family.
Yeah, that person now, you're no longer just a friend. You're a family to me.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? You're a family to me. I'm going to do a lot for you. So I don't go making friends and then dropping friends off a drop of a dime. No, I ain't on that shit. So if I make some money and I start telling folks and I start telling you my business.
Personal business.
Nigga, you got to be here for the long haul. So I felt as though this was just a money thing. You only was listening to me for money.
Wow.
So I don't like that shit. So, but guess what? I would do it again though. As crazy as it sounds. So just don't knock somebody if they don't want to do something. Instead of because you want something done, don't be so quick to knock them. To say, and look at it from your vantage point, because there's different prisms. Look at it from that person's standpoint. Now, with that being said, going back to that relationship, men, the one thing I know I hate that brain wrestling shit. Damn it, just tell me. You want to go out? I'm going to take your ass out. You ain't got to ask me where to go. You say, I want to go to the movies. I'm going to take you to I know where movie theaters. I'm going to do my little research. I'm going to do this and this. I might put a little sparkle into it. I'll tell you, I'm an outgoing person. I don't necessarily got to be in the club, but I hate being at home. But hate being at home don't mean I hate being with my wife. No, I love being with my wife. I just don't like being at home. Home is just, to me, it's boring. I've been like that since I've been like 17 years old. I'd rather go sit at a park and just look at fucking pigeons play with each other.
But you see what you said, and one of the things that I like to do is tie things back to myself.
Right.
I don't like to talk about shit that I ain't been through. I don't want to give nobody advice if I, because the best advice is somebody who's been through it. But you see how you said brain wrestling?
Yes.
This is not a dating show, but here go Talks with Lori D.
She got to put it in, y'all.
I want one night, family night. So I know this person like to keep their dollars in their pockets. So what I did was at L House on Tuesday nights, kids eat free with one adult meal. So we got 2 adults, both of the kids eat free. So they'll go to family night. See how I fixed that? I want one night date night. We don't have to go to a restaurant. We don't have to do nothing. We could put them to bed early and I'll cook and we can rent a movie off of TV. Just want it to be the 2 of us, so we could spend time together and then we could do the do. Third thing that I want, Sunday is family day.
That's a tough day.
Sunday is
especially for me.
No, let me explain something to you. Sunday is family day. So we negotiated. You gonna go to work from 6 to 12. I go to church from 9 to 10. By the time you get back to the house, I already cooked our Sunday dinner. We're not gonna eat my Sunday dinner because we're gonna go spend time with family. So me and the kids and you, we going to your parents' house, and from your parents' house, we going to my father's house, and from my father's house, we gonna come back home, and you're gonna take a nap because you gotta go to work, and I'm gonna fix your dinner that I cooked, and we might get a chance to do the do, and you gonna go on to work, and we gonna call it a day.
So let me.
So there's no brain wrestling.
No. But let me just ask in a situation that.
Okay.
You're real quick. She's looking crazy.
There's no brain wrestling. I just told you what I wanted.
I want to understand how the compromise will come about, because you called me something when I first walked in here. You said, "Hey, I know you has Mr. Iguanas." There's no hidden fact. Well, give me a second. So there's no hidden fact. Yes, Sunday is my money day.
Yeah. Okay.
So I need to know how would we change that?
You ready?
Sunday is the day I can't.
Let me tell you something. My pastor was free, but this man who did that therapy, you ready?
I'm ready.
Lori, I can't do Sunday because that's the day I make the money. So let's try Thursday. Let's try Saturday. Let's try Wednesday. I go to work from 11 to 7. I'm going to get up early enough and I'm going to go over here to La Coretta because I know you only drink Cuban coffee. And I'm going to get you some bread and Cuban coffee and we going to spend an hour together before you go to work. And I know on Wednesdays I got to wake up early. You see that?
That was easy.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Cool. Go ahead, K.I., because I see you looking at the corner of your eye. Go ahead, K.I.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm cool.
But what about this? Why not switch your date night till Sunday since he's at an event?
I don't.
And then switch it.
That's what we just said. That's what we just said.
To Sunday or?
Yeah, because just because you're out, you kind of working, but you're not working. But if I enjoy the atmosphere where you
I'm going to slide through.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to slide through Iguanas for a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. So I
don't have a problem with that. Let me tell you something. If you had a mechanic shop and you told me that you was a little busy,
stop by there.
I'm going to stop by. I'm very thoughtful. I'm very giving. You're going to love my hand as much as you love my heart. I'm going to bring you and K.I. that work at the mechanic shop. I'm going to bring y'all both for the Sunday dinner. I'm going to give you a nice kiss, and I'm going home.
Okay.
Okay. I hear you.
So we can compromise all day.
That's the word. That's all I've been waiting for. That word right there.
We can
Compromise.
definitely compromise all day. But I'm going to go back to Chanel. The reason, the season, and the lifetime.
Nice.
You can't make winter stay. You can't make summer stay into winter, spring, or fall. You understand?
Yes.
And if the thing of it is, K.I. loves to say that anything could be fixed.
Anything can be fixed.
You gotta want that shit.
But you gotta want it. I agree.
Yeah.
You gotta want that shit. And sometimes I want that shit, but you cannot be holding your hand up in the air. Pick me, pick me, pick me. And the person never picks you. That is why it's cheaper to keep her. And the dude that said to me, I'm a keeper because I ain't letting this hoe get my money. But I'm going to have me some stuff going on outside. Why? Just go on about your business and start over.
To be ran over with a car.
You know the biggest problem you just said? You called him a guy. You called him a man. That's not a man.
Ain't no man.
That ain't no man. And you see, y'all, you don't title you got it twisted. You calling that guy a man. That's where you fucked up right there.
Hey, remember what I told you earlier?
Yeah,
I remember.
When I was a little boy, I was doing little boy shit.
Yes.
You feel me? But when I became a man, I realized that all that shit I ain't want no more.
That's the thing. Right up under cheaper to keeper, it was happiness over finances. He's a product. My pastor is a product. We've had some good men on here to say you can have happiness. But the big thing about it, you got to be happy with yourself. And I learned that.
That's
number
too important.
I learned that. And that's why I said, I'm proud of old boy. Because there was a lot of pressure on this man. Because Lori wasn't happy with Lori. I'm not embarrassed to say, you tell your story different when you're healed, K.I.
Yes.
And I'm not ashamed to say that probably breaking my heart and leaving me was the best thing that him and God could have ever done for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So shit happens. And you have to be happy for people because what I learned, and you could say, like they say, bitch is a word of endearment. You could say it different ways. You understand?
I hear you.
Even being selfish, people don't know it's a word of endearment. Because what I learned is that you need to be selfish sometimes.
Yes.
All the time.
I can't be selfish with my kids. I'm sorry.
No.
But what I'm saying is,
maybe I'm thinking about it wrong from coming when I say that.
No, when I say
all
that,
the time is remember, you have to make sure you're straight before you can help anyone.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
It's got to be you.
Of course.
First.
Even your children.
Even your kids.
That's the thing.
Hey, they gave me an analogy, right?
Yeah.
They say when you got a cup, make sure your cup full first. And whatever's spilling out of there, that's for everybody else.
That's what you give out.
You got to be straight first.
Yes.
It says my cup runneth over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to be straight first.
Yeah.
It's not, we look at the word selfish as a negative thing. No, that's
No.
not.
It's not a negative thing.
It's
And
not
I
a
had,
negative
but that's what I'm saying. I had to learn that because I was saying 2.5 years ago, this a selfish motherfucker. Yeah. Now I can say being selfish, I was being selfish. For somebody to tell you, I wanted to leave years ago, but I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to see you hurt like this. I didn't want to upset my family. I know my friends love you. There had to be a lot on that individual.
Can you imagine that? See, now you listening with understanding.
There had to be a lot on that individual.
Now you realizing, like, God, dog, that, you know what? The fact that you stayed longer than you had to, that was you sacrificing for me.
That was a sacrifice.
And that's why I said, maybe the way it ended, maybe the way you did it was fucked up, and I don't think a dog deserved it.
Yeah, I get it.
But you did the best thing for you. That became the best thing for me.
That's how it works.
So it's definitely, I believe, in my situation, I mean, it's going to hurt a little bit. But it ain't cheaper to keep.
I'm telling you.
They chose happiness over finances.
You know,
and I have a great job. And I am a partner. I pay bills and I cook and all that. I'm a nurturer, blah, 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 blah.
It's a relationship. It's never going to be 50-50, regardless of what anybody thinks.
But what I'm saying is
But what you're saying is correct.
You can choose. And I firmly believe, and I say this with pride, I say this with being wholeheartedly, this next go round, he's going to be a blessed man. It's going to be a blessed situation.
Why?
You healed.
Because I know me. I understand that a man needs respect before he needs love.
Damn right.
I understand. I can't stand this man.
I'm listening. I want to see if you learn. Exactly. I want to see if you learn something. Come on.
I always say this. I say, listen, no matter what you do, don't you ever take away a man's manhood.
And within pain, a woman can do that.
With all day long.
A woman can do that. But
once you do that,
I'm gonna say this.
Say that before you
I'm gonna say this shit.
Say that shit. Speak your shit, but before you say it, listen to me.
They set up myself to be labeled not as a man.
The moment you ever do that in a relationship, you might as well leave him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even if y'all stay, he's gonna realize you're gonna like this flavor that you no longer solid.
Yes, sir.
He gonna stay. He gonna ride with the shit, and okay, yeah. He gonna be with the shits.
And that's why.
But he knows from this point on.
That's why you don't understand his doormat. He see more solid than me. And
yeah.
Because she respect.
Yeah, exactly.
And guess what? That's something that I've learned. That's a piece of the pie that I had to bite. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a big thing. And I tell people all the time. Conversation is everything. Communication is everything. The first time that I disrespected you because of pain, and you took it because you felt bad because what you did to me, that was fucked up. But it was trial and error, and you're young. You understand? You're trying to learn. You're trying to learn. Now that I know, I would never disrespect another man that I call my man.
That's it.
Never.
That's it.
I'm not going to let him disrespect me, but there's a way as a woman I could do that in the right way. I can do that in the gentle way. So I would never speak to my man in a disrespectful way, with disrespectful words, in a disrespectful tone, because that's the accountability that I learned.
But you know what? I just had this conversation with somebody the other day, and I know my mouth fucked up. Like, my mouth is horrible. But I can honestly say...
single? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No! Let me finish.
Go ahead,
I can honestly say, regardless of what I went through in relationships, I've never really dated anybody that I thought I can talk down to as a man. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, you cheated on me, but I wouldn't disrespect you as a man. You understand? Like, I won't call you out your name. You ain't a fuck
I'm
nigga.
I'm talking about your mama and everybody else.
Hey, sometimes it's not what you say, what you do too.
Yeah.
I've never dated anybody that I felt like I can beat you down. I wanted to because I wanted you. The only way you can cut a man is to beat him down.
Hope you cut somebody down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish you cut that motherfucker down.
But I did.
I wish you did.
I didn't. Even with that situation, I didn't. And that was somebody I could have chopped up in pieces and ran them over with my car.
Please.
But I didn't. I listen.
But you know what? You know what? I was told by an older person. I'll say this. I'll give my dad for a scenario. When we were looking for someone to come on the show, I told her and I told the producers, my daddy would be the perfect guest. When I say the perfect guest. You can say hi to my dad say, hey. You tell my dad I love you, you say, uh-huh. He don't talk. In my letting go of the past life, as an adult, my dad gave me the best advice ever. First thing he said is more than one way to skin a cat. That was the first thing he said. And I had to understand what that meant. But he said to me, my first marriage, my dad owned the first nightclub over town. My dad owned 4 or 5 apartment buildings, a couple of lots. He had been in the school system for a whole bunch of years. His first marriage, he said that it definitely would have been cheaper to keep her. Because leaving that situation, he literally had to start all over. His club, he had to sell it. Of course. He had to stay a little bit longer in the school system. He was in the military, so she always was going to be all right. Good. But he definitely said it would have been cheaper to keep her. But he found happiness. Right. He was able to start over. And my dad said, fix your face. Let them go so what's meant for you can be yours.
Come in. And
y'all, my daddy said it. And y'all gonna build together. And y'all gonna have money together. And he said it. He said, because my dad is turned 90. Okay? My dad still mopped the floor. And my dad said, you see how she's sick and she laying in that bed? My grits may have a little bit of grit in them, but I'm able to cook breakfast. I'm able to clean this house. So definitely you have to let go. It's okay to start over. If you lose a couple of dollars, so be it. But if that person is not your person, and you can try all day long, but if you're going to keep hitting the same problems, I like to get head, but she don't want to give me no head. That may be small to some people, but that's a big deal to him. So what he going to do? Every time he turn around, he going to keep it. He ain't going to get no head for about 6 months, but it's going to be a new Hoover in town. And he definitely going to get what he needs.
Exactly. Straight up.
So if the small things can turn into the big things.
Exactly.
Yeah. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and how we do it every Wednesday. We let Flavor kick it off, K.I., our guest, and I'm going to close out the show.
Okay, so I always say, listen, I've never been married before, so
works for you.
Yeah, listen, you already know. What works for you, everybody's household is different. Whatever works for you. But don't stay in nothing for no money. You're not at peace and you're not happy. I had someone to tell me one time, you so at peace, like I was there before and bitch, no. If you was at peace, you ain't gonna let nothing take you back to being unhappy, to being not at peace. That's bullshit. You was never fucking there. Get your peace and be happy. Fuck the money. The money will come. Go ahead, K.I.
I say love yourself first, man. Money come and go. If she gonna clean you, let her clean you. But guess what? The next bitch gonna help you build you. You know what I'm saying? The next bitch gonna help build you up. I'm sorry for calling them.
It is what it is.
The next chick gonna help build you up. It is what it is. So.
Hey, sometimes she gotta be that bitch.
Sometimes she gotta be that bitch.
Turn her on.
And you know what? It could be a word of endearment. Like you said. You know what I'm saying? But hey, with it all being said, man, shake the motherfucking world.
Shake that shit.
Sir. Man, Don P, I'm honored to be here tonight. I did have a great time with you guys.
Thank you.
Peace of mind is everything. I mean, that's point blank. Period. Cheap plug-in. You guys make sure y'all follow me at fnd.clothing. Make sure y'all follow me at the Big 3 Alliance on Instagram. And I'm giving y'all more exclusive tonight. By Saturday, you guys will get a link for the brunch.
I was just finna say we want to know where the brunch.
Hey, you know what? We might as well do a show though.
Hey, let's go live.
That shit.
I'm going to tell you no lie. I was going to talk to y'all off air because I want this at my store. When y'all see my store, y'all gonna love it.
Okay, but wait, we gonna talk about that off air. But I just need you to say.
The after party is always better.
I need you to say one thing for me before I close out the
Say
show.
it.
Can you please say second time is a charm?
Oh my God, second time is definitely a divine charm.
All right.
But that's because I make good decisions.
He gotta clean this shit up. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Talks with Lori D. Each and every Wednesday, 9 p.m. It is definitely a live show. You can listen to it. I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go back, share it. Tell everybody, Lottie Dottie and the haters and everybody.
Hey.
Definitely, money doesn't matter. It's definitely a down payment on some good shit, but it shouldn't be the end all and the be all. I want happiness. I want love. I want respect. I just want to be a snuggle buddy or some shit. I want to take vacations. I want to go on dates. Yeah, I want it all, and I believe I can have it all. Won't always be great, won't always be amazing, but we gonna be solid and we gonna work through that shit. Second time definitely will be a charm. Good night, guys.
Straight up.
Holla.
Yes, sir. Hey, down here.
Real talk. You gotta listen.
Always. Case of various.
Girls, we run this mother. Yeah.
We do it for fun.
They say whatever don't kill you, make you strong.
All aboard!
There is something that I gotta tell you.
Your love is high.
Time, weather, and
All aboard! All aboard!
So
What is
open relationships.
What about it?
Do open relationships work? Like, what's the deal with open relationships? Because I feel like there's a big push.
Yeah.
This is my life partner.
Yeah.
That means I'm ready to spend the rest of my life, no matter what. Keep it real.
That's real.
Put it on the table. You
Keep
can
it
sleep
100.
with. You want to justify it by 12 to 1, 10 to 1. Believe it or not, gentlemen, there are men and there are women who want to be faithful.
It's because of pride and selfishness. Now think what you're asking the person is to knowingly accept that you find someone else attractive and that you want to spend time with them when typically you would be spending time with me.
The one person. So what are you saying, Jim?
What you saying? I mean, when it comes to open relationships,
That's
Out of
that's
everybody,
one thing.
everybody on the planet. What?
So what?
What the? What the hell? I'm just trying to see what he's trying to win. Nah, nigga, where that came from?
When it comes to open relationships, hey, this dude retarded, bro.